What's up with it, people? We back with another one, man. We back with another one. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. It's cracking, man. We 35 days away from the big fight. Hey, I'm gonna try to do a video every day from now until fight time, man. So tap in. But hey, check it out, man. I wanted to do a video cause man, Errol Spence just dropped a new pic on us, man. He dropped a pic on us, man, and the dude looked big as hell. Like, he looked hella big. And if y'all watched my last video, I did maybe a week, actually, the day of the press conference, or the day after the press conference, around that time. And I said I had a theory on what I thought Errol Spence and them was on, him and Derrick James, man. So if everybody know, if you know Errol Spence usually walk around about 180, 185, you know what I mean? Somewhere in that range. He a big dude, he a big welterweight. And at the press conference, he was big as shit. And I was saying, man, like, usually when Errol Spence has always said that when he's on his game and he's focused and he 100% on boxing and he ain't, you know, getting fat in between fights and all that, and he just 100% disciplined and dedicated to the sport, he always keep his weight down, and right before camp start, he makes sure that he's down in weight before he even start camp. And my theory was, I thought that Errol Spence at that press conference, man, he looked like he was probably about 170 pounds at the press conference. And I pretty much was saying that I feel like that Errol Spence, it was trying to acclimate his body to being 170 pounds, because that's still 10 to 15 pounds under his normal walk around weight. You know what I mean? So he's still not, you know, as comfortable as he would be at his natural size. But I thought that he wanted to stay at that weight, and he was going to stay at that weight until around 3 weeks till fight date. And that's when he was going to start cutting weight. Because if he, I don't know how long he been at that weight, but looking at all his pictures that he posts on social media and everything, it looked like he was around the size that he was at that press conference. And if you look at Bud in the press conference, Bud looked like he was probably about 155 pounds. Earl looked like he had at least 15 pounds on Bud in that press conference. So Bud looked like he was ready to go. Bud looked like he can make weight next week. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say, man, I feel like Earl trying to get his body acclimated to 170, because when he dropped all his weight about 3 weeks till fight date, till July 29th, he can rehydrate back up to 170 pounds, and his body will already be adjusted. It will be like he's at 100%. You know what I mean? He's at 100%, so he won't be, you know, he won't miss a beat at all. And I pretty much think that he's trying to add the weight on so he can absorb Terence Crawford and all the punishment, you know what I mean, with the extra weight. I feel like the extra weight is not going to slow him down none, or it's not going to make him sluggish or nothing like that in the ring, because if he acclimates his body to that weight now, whenever he rehydrates back up to that size, his body will be used to that weight, and it'll be functioning at 100%. You know what I mean? So I think he coming in there, man, he gonna go in there big as hell, because I think the only way that Terence Crawford can win a fight is by knockout. And the way Errol Spence been saying that he gonna break Terence Crawford, and I think that his whole approach to this fight is just to get in there and try to stop Terence Crawford, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I think he on a mission. And I think he gonna be on a mission from go. And the only way that he's gonna be able to withstand that punishment, because Terence Crawford's gonna counter him. He's gonna counter Errol Spence. Errol Spence just gonna have to be able to take it. You know what I mean? He's just gonna have to be able to take it and keep coming. And I think with that added weight, I think that's the plan. I think the plan is to acclimate and stay at that weight. If you look at the thumbnail, this video, man, we 5 weeks out. Errol Spence still look like he between 165 and 170 pounds in that picture. You know what I mean? So, hey, it seemed like my theory is right on pace. And I was telling everybody, I was like, man, if my theory is right, you're not going to see Errol Spence start dropping weight until about 3 weeks till fight day. And that was about 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? The press conferences was about at least a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And he still looked like he the same size. You know what I mean? So it don't look like he dropping no weight or nothing. It just looked like he in there working. You know what I mean? Just sharpening up his skills and all that. But it looked like he the exact same size that he was. So, hey, we'll see, man. We probably got another, if it's 5 weeks out, we got another 3 weeks to see if he stayed this size for a couple more weeks. If we can't visibly see him, you know, shedding weight, then I think that's what he on, man. I think that's what he doing. So let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know if y'all think the size gonna be a problem. If Terence Crawford gonna still be able to, you know, do what he gonna do with the size, regardless of what size Errol Spence is or not. But let me know what y'all think. Like the video, subscribe, share. I'm gone.